Chiacchiere di Pancia, a cura di Chiara De Benedetti.
Hi everybody, welcome to this new episode of Chiacchiere di Pancia Podcast. This is a very special, unique and kind of unusual episode because we're going to talk about Zen philosophy with Zen Master Jackie, which is from China, and then he will introduce himself later. I'd like just to tell you that I'm very happy, and first of all, I'd like to thank Andrea, which is my friend and colleague, because he is the man who made this happen somehow, because he's the link between Zen Master Jackie and me. So thank you very much. Hi guys, how are you?
My pleasure.
Hi
everybody.
60吉祥
That means?
means every day, every moment, good luck.
Thank you very much. This is really precious. So today, this topic is a kind of complicated, right? So we would just want to give an idea of what Zen philosophy is, how we can practice the Zen philosophy, and what it means to you. And I'd like you to introduce yourself and just tell us something about you. For example, your real name and where you are based. You are in China. I just said that you are in China, but I'd like to know where you are exactly.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Jackie. English name is Jackie, but not Jackie Chen. My disciple name is Shi Yan Long. You can call me Yan Long. 34 generation Zen discipline from the Shaolin Temple of China, Songshan Mountain. I stay here and study here over 15 years.
I see. Okay. So did you have, I don't know how to call it, something like a formal training to become a Zen master, or let me just say something like a certification?
No. In China, like the Kung Fu, like the martial arts, not like Western karate, you have different belts to following. In China, some master maybe whole life only learning one form, even one movement. For the combat, very useful, very powerful. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. So that's why for the Zen, for the philosophy, we don't have the certificate. It's no sense for certificate. Most important, you studied, you learn this, you join. If you can feedback, only yourself can feel. It's like, for example, if you are happy or not, only yourself know. Even your family members, even your partner, even anyone else except you. So that's why only you join, you can feel, you can benefit from it.
I see. And just to talk about a little bit about the Zen philosophy, can you please tell us which are the cultural aspects and the roots of this philosophy, which is very ancient, right?
Alors, it's like a long story, but maybe just a brief introduction. The Zen philosophy actually originated from India, ancient India. And it, of course, originated from the Buddhism 2,600 years ago, because all of the world, there are three, religions: Christian, Buddhism, Muslim, and even today also we call the Chinese typical religion like Taoism, yin, yang, feng shui, 5 elements. So that's why the one arrived in China during the Han Dynasty, so around 2,000 years ago. So there are 2 Indian masters that bring some sutra, like a verse, Buddhism verse, arrive in China. So that's why China, beside the Shaolin Temple near here, only about 1.5 hour driving, there is the first official Buddhism temple named the White Horse Temple. is the first official Buddhism temple in China. So the Buddhism arrived to China and divided into 3 schools.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you know, China, a large population, but 98% population are Han minority or nationalities, others like Tibetan, Mongolia, other. So together 56 different nationalities. So Han minority take up the main population. And so we call them Han style Buddhism. The other one go to the south parts of the China, like Yunnan, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, called Xiaochen Buddhism. The third one go to the Mongolia, Tibetan, and of course from ancient India, they went there through the Nepal. Also, they met in the Tibet. So there are generally 3 big branch, big school, different schools. So only the Han minority, this one we call the Dachen Buddhism. The Da is big. The south part called Xiao, means small. But what the difference between Da and Xiao? It means if the Da, it means help yourself, then help others. Xiao means you only help yourself. So this is the different. But when the third one go to the Tibetan, Mongolia, so they mixed with the local, like a political, some special. So they divide another 5 different small branches. So it's like a Christian, Catholic, all arrive to other countries. So they have different names, little branch.
Yeah.
But all for the Buddhism. And especially in China, the Han minority, during this Han minority and Buddhism, during the Tang Dynasty, around 1,300 years ago, it mixed with our typical philosophy system, Taoism, and also the Confucius. So from the middle of the Tang Dynasty, like around 1,000 years ago, it mixed. So Zen philosophy, Taoism philosophy, and Confucius philosophy, these 3 mixed together. So it's a big influence for China, the mainland. But that during the Tang Dynasty, there are several special things happen. One is the central government sent some Buddhism master like Jianzhen went to Japan to broadcast the Zen, especially Zen, the birthplace is the Shaolin Temple. So from here, so it's like a Silk Road. So they go to the Japan. Then from Japan to American, then to European, then all over the world is this way. The other point, some Japanese government also send many masters come to China, learning the Buddhism, learning the Zen philosophy, and also brought back to Japan. So that's why all the Zen philosophy today we're talking about is originated from India, ancient India, Zen arrived China and developing in China. Because today, India, the Buddhism almost died, only the Hindu. So that's why developing in China and through Japan broadcast to American, to European, then all over the world. So that's why there are several famous Zen Master like Limu, Japanese Zen Master like Limu Dazhuo. His English name is like Suzuki Desetsu, or is the first. The other one, like his disciple, is Shuang Yu Suzuki. Who the iPhone, the founder, Steve Jobs, learning with him the Zen over 20 years. 1,000 square meters office, only one pad, and then everyday meditation. So that's why all the information about the design, only very simple. The line is from the Zen philosophy and the Zen wisdom. So that's why it benefit a big influence for Japan. Even today, Japanese, like architecture, like many lives. So even today, China, today especially, people, the life rhythm very fast. So Zen meditation, cultivating this kind of ways, people really like. They can really, through following the different ways, they can really find themselves, be themselves, and touch their spirit. Just brief.
Well, it's very interesting. It's a very long story. Thank you very much for you sum it up. It's not so easy. So thank you. And talking about the practice of Zen philosophy, how can you practice? How can you teach it? And what do you think are the benefits of practice the Zen philosophy, and in all the aspects you can practice it? Because I thought it was just a matter of meditation, which is not, because you told me that you can even practice Zen and meditation, painting, for example, or doing calligraphy or gardening, or there are many, many ways. So I'd like to go more into details about that.
First, if you want to know the way, most important, we should have a brief idea about the Zen philosophy. What means the Zen? In my opinion, Zen is a kind of lifestyle, is a kind of way help you to get the wisdom to feedback our daily life. So this is I understand about the Zen philosophy. And today, most people living in the city, living in the downtown. So keep a far distance with the mountain, with the natural part. So that's why the Zen is more natural. It can keep our natural instinct. So that's why during weekends or holiday, we prefer go to the park, go to the countryside, go to the mountain, go to the sea, on the beach. So why? Because we back to the nature. We want waiting our soul. It means every morning you wake up, quickly breakfast, go to work, and after work you back, melt down every day, exhausted. So your energy, but actually your soul, your spirit still lie on the bed. Your body like a robot, a machine pushed by the life, by the society rhythm. So long time, your body, your spirit separate. So that's why you lost like a robot, like a machine. So in China, we call it busy. In Chinese words called mang. Mang, it means heart died. So that's why only the body. So that's why you have no any feeling about this beautiful society, the relationship, the family, even, all these emotions. People lost. They are more, no any feeling. So that's why I give up the society life, come to the mountain to live here, because we are the products of the environment. We back to the mountain, we like a wild animal, like a wild rooster. Yeah. So even like your cats, it's cats or dog?
It's a cat.
The guard dog, the guard dog.
Yeah,
the guard dog is not the real guard dog, because it's pets. Pets not means guard dog. The guard dog, but also I have 9 guard dog cats. But it's a real one. Every day I just feed once. Other time they go to the mountain, catch the birds, catch the wild mouse, even eat some cricket. So to keep the natural power, motivation, the natural instinct. So in this way, they are real cat, real guard. In the city, cat is half. So same like human beings. Living in the society, who are you? Everybody with masks. You cannot be yourself. You must show different faces to different situations, different occasions. So that's why come to study the Zen, help you to get rid of all these masks. Be yourself, find yourself. And the other point is we know what we want, how to get back to be yourself, how go back to your natural instinct. If we know this terminal station, so you will know how to make the way. So that's why, like, I go to Milano to visit you. I can take flights. I can take boating. I can walking. I can cycling. I can do any way. So the way is not important. The terminal is my purpose. So that's why you can, through meditation tea, you can zazen, doing the meditation, you can doing some qigong energy, you can doing Chinese calligraphy, you can doing the painting, you can doing training some soft qigong, even you sitting, you talking, you sleeping. So that's why for Han minority way is any movements is Zen. Keep alive, keep cultivating. So cultivating is a life job. It's like there's old saying, in trust, in learning we trust.
So
but of course, many benefits.
Sorry.
Yeah, many benefits, like your question, many benefits. For example, for me, first, I can be myself. I'm really, every day talk with the neighbors, they are farmers, with my kids, with friends, students come, I can share. So every day I feel not in the dream, it's real, my person, real person. I no need thinking too much. I just want to show the real face. But the other point, I'm easy to calm down. So before, maybe when I met some trouble or problem, I feel anxiety or crazy, even crazy. But now, okay, it happened, just happened. So I can keep my heart very peaceful, very balanced. Because the things happened, just let it happen. Anyway, it happened. But the most important, this you cannot change. Only you can change is your heart, the state, your situation. So when your heart be safe, the heart balance, everything is peaceful, more calm. So I think this is the most important for me too. But of course, different people have a different feelings. It's like this cup of tea. So someone think hot, some people think cold, but it's the same water. Even same tea, someone said sweet, some said bitter, someone said delicious, or mutual tastes. So same, but different. Most important is not just listen, not just learning. Most important is joy and practice. Then you will benefit from it.
I got it. So okay. I think I understood. It's something very deep to understand and to practice as well. Do you think here in the Western world we would be somehow able to change our mindset? And I think so, but I'd like you to tell us that we can connect more with our real self and be more calm and more and feel better somehow and have the best quality of life in this way. So do you think that the Zen philosophy and all the practice can fit with our kind of living, or it's too hard for us in the Western world?
I think for the culture, the Shaolin culture, the Zen philosophy is a world culture heritage. So it's no country boundary line, limited. It's for human beings. Because the Zen philosophy, big influence in 19th centuries, not just China, Asian, India, European, even some Christian people still talking about the Zen philosophy. So Zen philosophy is a way to get your wisdom. It's not some special religion lab. So I think Eastern, Western, European, or 5 continents, all over the world, people, if you join, everybody can feedback It's like this is a nutrition, like delicious special food. Most important, you eat, you take it. Yeah. No, and also the point is, I wanted to say is today's people make the things more complicated. For example, what means Zen cultivating view? For example, I'm thirsty. I just drink the water, even drink anything. I'm thirsty. I need a drink. That's it. But today people make complicated. I can use the cup, or I use a teapot, or I find some way. And how to drink? I use a cup or use this. Which kind of drinks I to drink? You know what? It's make complicated. The cultivating view simple. I'm thirsty, drink it. Like a Japanese, also Zen philosophy, Chinese Zen is, what means the tea? Okay, find the tea leaves, put it into the water, boiled water, find a way to drink it. That's it. Very simple, directly. So Zen philosophy teach us we should, adults should like learning from the kids. You know, the kids, simple, directly, so you easy be happy. For example, hungry, just eat. If you want peeing, directly peeing. Face the adults, I don't care. You know, but of course it's not good manners. But I want to say it is most important, directly simple. So today's many experts, they talk a lot, they do very deep research, but they don't have the wisdom. It's like you eat a lot, but your body never absorb the energy. You cannot digestion. So that's why not means you read a lot of books, you have knowledgeable, you are blah, 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 you have the wisdom. No, the 6th generation Zen Master, he even cannot write down his name. His job is cut the tree and branch selling to rich people to survive. But he still is the 6th generation Zen Master in whole China history. The big wisdom.
I see.
So yes, we had better make it simple, not complicated. We always make blocks for ourselves, then persuade ourselves give up.
Okay, at some point, I thought you were talking about me, actually, when you said that people make things very complicated when they are very easy. So thank you for this lesson. I really appreciated that. And I will try to keep it in my mind that I really have to make things simple. I'll write it down right now. But
we are on the same boat. Yeah, we are on the same boat. So everybody this kind of problem, it's not a real problem, but it's just something we have to face. So we have to be, we need the knowledge and to be how to say, we need the knowledge to be ourselves, and that's the point. We complicate everything, and because society and everything tell us we have to be or do these things, so everybody thinks in this way, and maybe it's not our way. We have to find our way. That's the point.
Yes, I think that's the point. I think the other thing is that sometimes we don't listen to ourselves. And when you said that for someone being in their self, we need to say more to have more to reconnect with nature. You made a lot of examples about being in the nature and the mountain, the sea, the beach, and the countryside, which is something that I can really relate. When I live in a big city, so for me, I really feel, I really miss the connection with nature. And so, do you think that nature has a real part in connecting with the heart selves and our real spirit, and gain at the same time to get the wisdom you're talking about?
It's the choice. I mean, if you can go back to the nature, to the mountain, because we are part of the earth for sure, for this universe. So the environment is very important, of course. So if you can go there, the nature is the best cure treatment for our psychology, even our body. So easy, relax. For example, I live in the mountain. The mountain zone, 3.6 billion years, is the first land floating from the ancient ocean. So if you're facing this history, you are nothing.
Yeah.
So you no choice. You must come down. Why? 3.6 billion years here, and then who are you? So this is the first. Second is, when we live in society, if we have to work, we cannot go back there. Okay, we have a reading room, or in some place we need some books, because books made of the paper made of the natural, like plants or something. So this is some connection with the nature, or some wooden furniture, or some, when you're traveling around or go to the mountain, get some rocks. You can facing a book, some piece of rock, or some regional like wooden nature.
Mm-hmm.
So you facing them, and meditation, calm down, try to talk, make a dialogue with yourself, and ask, who are you? If today's situation or state is your want, this is your life dream, so always try to talk with yourself. Many people, they cannot be alone, because when you be yourself, when you stay alone, another voice from inside will always ask, who are you? Many people suffering, so they flee the way, they find friends, hang out, keep busy, actually is escaping. So if you standing on the cultivating view, you are very confident and brave, can face yourself. You little by little, someday suddenly you enjoy staying yourself, enjoy alone. So you are really start enlightening. Only when you enlightening, then your life just start. Then your life quality will little by little. Every day you will see, before we see, the mountain is the mountain. Before Zen philosophy, before study, before, mountain is the mountain. After learning, the mountain, not the mountain, because you involved in making it complicated, philosophy, different knowledge. But someday in enlightening, you still will say mountain is a mountain.
Yes, I got it. Thank you. And do you teach people, I guess you do, but do you teach people how to practice Zen, or what do you do in the monastery you're living in? Do you have tourists? And I know that you have students, for example. So what do you exactly do with them, with people who wants to know more about Zen and all the practice?
Before I live in the Shaolin Temple, the monastery, 6 years. But now, Shaolin Temple is a religion place. Most of the people keep a distance with the religion. So, but for me, I want broadcast and promote the wisdom, not the religion. So that's why just beside the monastery, I rent a yard in the village. I call the International Zen Retreat Center. I want to make this place just feedback the wisdom, the culture part. So that's why here I have a series of class like Zen tea, like before, like I said, calligraphy, Chinese painting, or the meditation, zazen, or the 站桩, or some qi, breathe in, breathe out, some way to training your breathe in, breathe way. And also there are some like keep your body healthy, some movements, or called 功法. So every year, many foreigners, they come here, like foreigner, like 200-300 before the COVID, 200-300 foreigner students every year. And Chinese, domestic Chinese, maybe around 3,000 around. So they come here, some later experience maybe 1 day or 3 days, some 1 week. So, and every month I have have a Zen philosophy class, like a seminar, workshop, every month. Yeah, it's 7 days. But before COVID, also like Andrea also invited me organize some seminars. So I've been in Milano twice, 2006 and 2012, and also now traveling over 40 different countries to give seminars. So there are 2 ways.
Are you coming to Italy again?
Yeah, it depends you and Andrea.
Okay, it's okay for me.
If you organize, I will go.
Okay, Andrea, so we will organize for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
That would be great. So people can come to your, I can call it school. It's a sort of, or the place where you are.
Zen Retreat Center.
A Zen Retreat Center, okay. And they can stay there and just practice. And of course, you are in the mountains, or they are in the best environment, I guess. There are beautiful landscapes there.
On the half of the mountain zone, the latitude about 618 meters high. And in the village, of course, there are the farmers that feed the goats and ox, the rooster dog running everywhere. So it's like, and here more natural. Here you can accommodation, and the farmer chef is the villager farmer, is the neighbors. So they cook 3 meals, very simple. And then, that's it.
Okay. The best way to spend time. What are you doing there, Andrea? Are you taking a training, or are you teaching?
Yeah, also training. So
come here for the energy.
Yeah.
I can feel it. And then I'm in Rome. Imagine if I was there with you.
You're welcome here. So everybody is welcome.
Everybody welcome.
Yes. Can you give us some? I don't know if I have a website or a way to get in touch with you and to just to follow you.
Yeah, I have some way. First, connect with you and Andrea. And then I also have a website like www.shaolinspirit.org is a website. But after COVID, long time, many years, not a news update.
I see.
The fast way to contact the master is by the school, by my school, and of course by you. We can easy make some bridge with master.
Yeah, sure. I'll write down something in the caption of the episode so that people can easily find the way to get in touch with you to know more about your activity. And of course, if any of the followers who are listening to this episode would like to know more about that, they can get in touch with me and with Andrea and with you as well. And I would really like to do another episode or talk with you guys as much as possible. I think everybody needs it, and everybody needs to know really what is the Zen philosophy and the way of living in more in touch with themselves. I think it's something that we are losing right now here in this side of the world. And I can see, for example, that there are there is a sort of fashion here, a style here in Italy, for example, everybody talking about mindfulness and meditation without, in my opinion, they don't know exactly what it is about and the purpose of practicing meditation or get more in touch with nature. And I think that Zen philosophy, since you said that it's something very ancient and it's got very, the origins are really back in time, it's already been said, and there's no need to create something new, a new mindfulness, a new exercise, a new meditation exercise, because we already know how to do it. That it's already, practice it, for example, in your center, right? So all the rest are just strange copies of what we already know somehow.
You mean the mindfulness?
Yeah.
The mindfulness, how to say, is today's or is a fashionable concept, but of course, is I can say I also heard about it, but not too much research. But in my opinion, is mindfulness originate also from the ancient Buddhism. Is one of very important cultivating way through like a meditation or try to awareness, but no any like judgmentally, just feel it, but not bothering, not care this. So this is I know, but I think it's a two system, because it's like in 1979, there's American doctor, medical doctor, like G. Cabert Zen. I think he was the first one combination the mindfulness with the psychology mix. They call the MBSR, something like that. So because like before we said in today's society, people, anxiety or depression, like recently the very famous singer Coco, suicide. So all because of anxiety. So that's why I think the cultivating way is most important. It doesn't matter what is the name or the concept. Buddhism, Christian, or the Muslim, they show up only about 2,600 years. But before this, human beings, we still have many ways. So not means Buddhism is the root. I say in this universe, there are different energy. So they just in this way to show up. So in somehow, Buddhism, the Buddha, even the Jesus Christ or some founder, they are same energy representative. So they just want to show this universe there are some special energy. That's why in the coming 2,600 years, all the people following, it's like there's a desk lamp. All the flies try to, fly into because the energy, because the lightning. That's why everybody we need. So that the brightness, we need this. So that's why for me, whatever mindfulness or Zen philosophy, just different concepts. Most important, we choose one way and following. If you can find the way to feedback the wisdom, because only yourself know this. Only this. Because, for example, we have anxiety. The scientists, the science, and the philosophy cannot find the solution for the anxiety. They just tell you the truth. They don't know how to get rid of. So that's why today many masters, they just help you to find the truth, to see the truth, but no next. Because after the seminar, after this, when you back home, you face yourself, face your family, face other people, you will come back to the old habits. You anxiety, not sure. because they need more practice. So that's why you know it first, but how to do it, if you can do it, is another way. Know it first, open your mind and eyes first, then do it, follow and do it, repeat, 1,000 times repeat, then energy and wisdom growing up. So that's why the energy is like a big tree. So in this society, human being society, so it has different branch, show different religion, different concepts, then have different pieces, leaves. So we always see the leaves and branch. Nobody sees the tree, even the forest, because in this universe, so many energies.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So that's why we need a different generation master to how to sacrifice their whole life to go deep and to promote. So in this way, consists of our human beings, civilization, the history.
I see. I guess you had a master, or you still have one, right? So you followed someone, and then you became yourself.
No, following the wisdom, the discipline. But of course, I have my master and not one master, because for me it's like you are the master. What can fit back to me, then I will choose the other. Not mean the one because one master cannot give you solution for everything, because what you need only yourself know. So I need the fruits, I need the meat, I need the vegetable. Only yourself, only following your heart, listen yourself. Then you will know what you need. This is most important. Master just offer what he can offer. Like I'm the chef, I only can do the beef steak. If you want some lamb or pork, you can go to other chef or restaurants. My restaurant only pizza, Italiano pizza, pasta.
That's my restaurant. My kind of restaurant is just pizza. You bet it. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, so this is the point. Yeah, find the one, follow it, go deep. Then you will
and practice. And practice. You need to find the time to practice. You have to practice as much as possible. Every day
Yeah, it's like I'm thirsty. You need a drink. Everybody just stop at the knowing it. If you are hungry, eat. So now it's like there are many good way, many philosophy is perfect. That's it. Then nobody practice. So just do it.
Yeah, and find the time. Yes. Well, I don't know how to thank you for this wonderful conversation we had. To thank you both, and it was so interesting for me, and I'm sure it will be interesting even for the people who are listening to these episodes. And I hope I'm sure we will meet in Italy or in China, whatever. But thank you very much for your time and all the things that you said. Thank you, Andrea, for being the link and create this opportunity, this chance. So I'm going to, back to my city life and
find your time and
of
practice.
Course, I can always find my time too.
I know you do.
Yeah, I do it. Tell me.
Hold on. Another thing, just like you said, I need back to my city life. This is common people's thinking way. The cultivating way is where is your heart peaceful? Where is your heart feel peaceful? Where is your home? So it doesn't matter where you are. You are in the city, you are in the mountain, you are in working state, or if you are even relaxed, always can awareness yourself, you alive. This is the cultivating way. There's no difference city life or mountain life, just yourself life.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. See you soon. And the best for you. I wish you the best for you. Thank you very much. Ciao.
Ciao, grazie. Bye bye.
Ciao, grazie.
Chiacchiere di pancia, a cura di Chiara De Benedetti.